Mina had been married to Daniel for only 3 months, but she already felt the weight of something heavy in the house. Daniel was loving and calm, always trying to make everyone happy. Mina was gentle and respectful, but Mama Dora, she was a different story entirely. From the first day Mina arrived, Mama Dora made it clear she was not impressed. Every morning, Mama Dora would walk into the kitchen, shake her head, and say things like, "So, this is how you cook. My son grew up eating better food than this." Mina would smile softly and reply, "I will try to do better, Mama." But inside her chest, her heart tightened a little more each day. Mama Dora told neighbors that Mina was lazy. She told her friends that Mina was not good enough for her precious son, and she constantly reminded Mina that she was the owner of the house, the head of the family, and the only one who truly knew Daniel. Mina heard everything, but she kept quiet, not because she was weak, but because she wanted peace. One afternoon, Daniel came home tired from work. He asked Mina, "Are you all right? You look stressed." Mina shook her head gently. "I'm fine. I just want everything to be peaceful here." Daniel didn't push further, but he could sense something was wrong. What Mina didn't know was that Mama Dora believed her son's attention was slipping away, and she blamed Mina for it. So she pushed even harder. One day, when her friends came to visit, Mama Dora raised her voice loud enough for everyone to hear. "Mina doesn't know anything. If not for me, this home would be upside down." The words pierced Mina like cold wind. She stood in the hallway, holding her tears. Mama Dora saw her, but she didn't stop. After the visitors left, Mina went to her room quietly. She sat on the bed, breathing slowly, reminding herself not to break. A week later, everything changed. Daniel's aunt, Aunt Lami, came to visit unexpectedly. Aunt Lami was calm, wise, and respected by everyone. She had a way of seeing the truth without being told. As soon as she arrived, she noticed Mina's uneasy smile. She noticed Daniel's worried eyes, and she noticed Mama Dora's proud expressions. Aunt Lami called Mina to sit with her in the living room. "Mina, how are you doing in this house?" she asked gently. "I'm fine, Auntie," Mina replied politely. "Fine is not always the truth." Mama Dora laughed sharply. "Mina is fine. She has everything she needs. She just needs guidance." Aunt Lami looked slowly from Mama Dora to Mina. Something didn't add up, and she sensed it immediately. Later that evening, while everyone was in the living room, Aunt Lami asked a simple question. "Mina, who cooks in this house?" "I do," Mina said softly. Aunt Lami turned to Daniel with a raised eyebrow. "Daniel, have you been enjoying the food?" Daniel nodded. "Yes, Auntie, Mina cooks very well." Aunt Lami faced Mama Dora. "But you told your friend earlier that Mina can't cook." Mama Dora froze. Aunt Lami continued, "And you said the house is always untidy, but everything here is spotless." Mina's eyes widened slightly. She didn't know Aunt Lami had overheard. Even Daniel looked surprised. Aunt Lami leaned forward. "Dora, why are your words not matching the truth?" Mama Dora shifted uncomfortably. "That's not what I—" Aunt Lami interrupted, softly but firmly. "Dora, you are pushing this girl beyond her limits." Mama Dora's eyes darted away. For the first time, she felt exposed. Mina stood up slowly. Her hands trembled, but her voice was steady. "Mama Dora," Mina said quietly, "I came here with respect. I treat you as my mother. I want peace, but peace cannot come from only one side. I cannot continue shrinking myself just so you can feel higher." The room fell silent. At that moment, Daniel walked in. He had heard everything from the doorway. "Mama," he said, "why are you making things so hard for Mina?" Mama Dora opened her mouth, but Daniel continued. "Mina has never disrespected you. She cooks, she cleans, she greets you every morning. What else do you want?" Mama Dora said nothing. Aunt Lummy's voice was calm. "Dora, your jealousy is making you lose the people you love. You want control, but control destroys relationships. Is this truly what you want?" Mama Dora felt her pride melting. No one had ever confronted her like this, not even her siblings. For the first time, she realized she had met someone she could not intimidate. Someone who saw through her behavior clearly. Someone she could not manipulate. She had finally met her match. The next morning, Mama Dora knocked on Mina's door. Mina opened it slowly. Mama Dora's voice was low and unsure. "Mina, I am sorry." Mina blinked in surprise. Mama Dora looked down at her hands. "I have been harsh. I have been unfair. You did not deserve how I treated you. Please, forgive me." Mina took a long breath. Her eyes softened. "I forgive you, Mama." Mama Dora nodded and turned to leave, but then she paused. "You are a good woman, Mina. Thank you for not fighting me, even when I pushed you." Over the next few weeks, things changed in the house. Mama Dora began to treat Mina with respect. She complimented her cooking. She asked her opinion on things. She even defended her when neighbors tried to gossip. When her old habits tried to return, she remembered Aunt Lami's words and Daniel's disappointment. She chose peace instead. And Mina, she blossomed. Her smile grew brighter. Her heart felt lighter. She finally felt like she belonged. One evening, as the family sat together eating dinner, Mama Dora looked at Mina and said, "You are the daughter I didn't know I needed." Mina smiled back. "Thank you, Mama." Daniel squeezed Mina's hand under the table. Aunt Lamina visited again weeks later. The moment she stepped inside, she laughed and said, "This house feels different. It smells like peace." Mama Dora smiled genuinely for the first time in a long time. And that was the beginning of a new chapter. The wicked mother-in-law had finally met her match, not in anger, not in revenge, but in the calm strength of a good woman and the wisdom of someone who knew the truth. Because kindness is not weakness, patience is not foolishness, and someday everyone learns that love cannot grow where pride rules. That was the lesson Mama Dora learned, and the lesson she never forgot.